This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the sea free line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or warm, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
Ah, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom, a not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Good evening, gentlemen. Let's pop that music on, shall we? Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Gallop Major, and for the first time in a long time, I finally cracked out the jacket. Well, I hope you're all well, and I hope you're enjoying your Friday or Saturday morning, wherever you are in the world. Now, this would be our normal, typical Friday night live stream of World of Warships Legends, but we're going to focus on Resistance. I've not been streaming this week so far, just due to, I guess you could say, a bit of fatigue. I need to catch up on my sleep, I guess you could say. So we've kind of not been playing, and we've missed the drop of Resistance, available for 12,500 doubloons, I guess you could say. Now, Resistance isn't necessarily anything special. She's basically Renown again, but she's a tier higher. She has weaker armour, faster reload, and harder hitting torpedoes. Generally, the rest of the traits are pretty similar. There are obviously some differences in the anti-aircraft capability, as Resistance does have less of the secondary battery dual-purpose 4.5-inch saucepan turrets, I guess you could say. Anyway, jumping into the chat, we have M Champion, Randy Chang, Mecha Man, Jeff Dave. Hope you're all good. Randy Chang says he's got his Tiger shell switch time down to 7 seconds, and it's not worth it. Generally, it's not. If you don't do things like shell switch time, you want to do it on things that kind of excel in, like, it justifies a bit more with switching between the AP and the HE. Things like Warspite, I think, are probably a good one for that, because the AP on Warspite is normal AP, not short fuse AP. Jazul is the first American in the chat. Congratulations. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to start off by just looking into the Resistance, I guess you could say. Actually, there is another difference in comparison to Renown, and that is, instead of Defense Verified Consumable, you can take sonar. I think you can normally take the enhanced secondary battery anyway. I believe. Let's have a quick look. My brain's gone a bit foggy. Yeah, you can switch to like a defense to the enhanced secondary battery normally, but you do get to then take sonar. I think that's quite nice. That almost gives you a bit more of a comparison against Hood. The heal is a normal heal, and the engine boost is a normal engine boost in those regards. So that's a bit of a shame. I'm surprised they didn't give Resistance a super heal. The reason being is obviously, well, we'll see when we get to the armour. Good evening, and then what's the turn on? So, jumping over to the armour, it's that big blue nose, I guess you could say. That's going to be her big weakness. That's only 90, no, it's even less. What is it? I was going to say 90mm thick, but it's less. 16mm bow, and you're tier 6. That is a massive disadvantage. And you got the same on the stern, okay? So that does mean your bow and your stern is going to be very exposed. Furthermore, your superstructure, it's big, it's squishy, it's soft. It's going to get harvested by high explosive shells. Upper armoured mount, and the deck armour does look pretty reasonable, I guess you could say. 76 to 102, 127, 200. Well, that's up by the bow, isn't it? But yeah. So the upper armour mount is quite resistant, and it is kind of angled at the front, although it's annoyingly it's angled in such a way that if you're kiting, it's actually offering a flat piece of steel against anyone who aims just after a turret. Because anything AP wise is going to go for that 19mm plate, and I'd say there's a good chance they'll be able to punch through. God, which plate? That's the sister. I want this one. That plate. There. That one highlighted. I think there's a good chance they might be able to punch through that. Yeah, because that is almost at like the perfect angle that you would try and kite this vessel. So that's going to be something to note. Torpedo bulge protection all the way along. Actually extends a bit further than the turrets. And definitely further than the citadel at front, which is Nice, I guess you could say. Turrets, typical turrets. Nothing really special to mention there. Citadel is partially above the waterline. Is turtle backed, but not really sure how much of an advantage that's going to have, I guess you could say. But yeah, big long citadel. Nice shell catcher at the front as well, just underneath a turret. Lovely. So yeah, armor wise is not going to be the best performance. So the question is, compared to Hood, she's got worse armor, less guns. What's the reload on Hood? Hood's a 27-second reload resistance, 24-second. Okay, so you've got a bit more of a faster reload. There might be some slight other differences in the turret characteristics, like the shells, for example. We're looking at 5300 and 34% and 1300. Uh, 5300, 34. Hood's actually got slightly more AP damage, ironically. 11.6 kilometer range and resistance 17. Yeah. Makes you wonder. Also, Hood can take acceleration mods, whereas with the British battle cruisers you can't. It's kind of built in, apparently. Apart from that, I've kind of set this up very much as I would with Hood. The intention is, therefore, to make it as much a direct comparison to Hood itself. Overview, reloader. Okay, you're 3 seconds fast. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 seconds faster. Not exactly anything to shout about, I'd say. Full ahead, basically just saying you can equip engine boost. Whoop-de-doo. Hidden, your concealment's better. Well, let's actually check that. Concealment with camo, with commander is 12.1, and that's obviously with the module as well. Hood, exactly same situation, should be more because she's bigger. 12.6. You're talking 500 meters. 500 meters, which in a game where the ships are scaled as such is not necessarily going to make that much difference. Because you're 500 meters better concealment, but you're 600 meters worse range in comparison to Hood. So yeah, advantage, 3 second faster reload, and you have torpedoes. Now talking about the torpedoes, 10.5 kilometers range, 15,000 damage, 61 knots, 95 second reload each, that's a minute and a half, 1.3 kilometers detectability, but you do have 4 of them per side. So, okay, it's nice that the torpedo range is pushed out, because Renown, down at the lower tier, we're looking at only 6 kilometer range torpedoes. What are we looking at on Rook? I haven't got Rook, so I haven't really thought about her myself. There she is. 8 kilometer range torpedoes. Can you push that out with any modules? I doubt it. No. Okay, so you can reach out more. Got a good reach on those torpedoes. That's quite interesting. So I think that's going to be one of the upsides of this resistance, is that her torpedoes actually have the range and the damage to make them of interest. However, just thinking, you are going to be detected when you're firing them out. And also 10 kilometers is a very long distance, giving the enemy plenty of time to respond or even just turn or change their course, change their speed, and your torpedoes will go completely amiss. Right, to quickly jump in the chat, see who we've got kicking around. Can't light cruisers even overmatch that bow? I'd say yes. I'd say yes. Does it have a good reverse gear? We'll find out. You know what I'm like with these ships sometimes. or just heavy cruisers. Heavy cruisers are definitely able to overmatch that, the 60mm bow. That other plating that we're talking about, 76mm. The thing is, if you're flat onto it, you've got probably a good chance of at least can cause AB shells to ricochet off. I think it's possible. Probably definitely some of the higher caliber APs. Ooh, resistance. Yes, Brandon. Hello. Renown, is Zerlang Neptune or on British battle cruisers a terrible idea? Let's have a quick look then at this mad lad idea. Neptune. Oh, what are you thinking? Let's see. Extra AP damage per 1% HP lost. You can't range is that one's useless. You probably won't bother with AA. So HE or AP penetration. Okay, yeah, that could be interesting. You probably put torpedo range on there, plus 10%, which is quite handy. So that's like, say, 600 meters on Renown. That's 1 kilometer on resistance, if you want to think about that, or 800 meters on Rook, for example. Give me speed, be a good choice. Incoming, that's useless. That's useless. So you have to use maximum movement speed. So you're going to get 5% more speed. Rudder shift and steering gear repair time, not too bad. That one's kind of useless, or at least you're wasting half a skill. You will get the dispersion, but you won't get the shell grouping. And then a good Goddess of the Sea. I guess that would work. So you could take that. Whether you want to be nerfing your shower damage against battleships is an interesting choice. But increasing your damage against cruisers and battleships could be quite interesting. The cruiser reload and cruiser range, that's kind of useless. So you will have to go fully packed. So for a Neptune commander build, you'd probably... Your first skill has to be either Burn It Down or Piercer. You could go for the no-fly zone, but it's not worth it. You probably then go for Home Run. Before it's too late, you could still take, but I'd go for Home Run. Velarusha was my choice, and the other two skills are kind of useless. Steer Clear could be an interesting one. Goddess of the Sea, I think Goddess of the Sea would be the interesting one. Steer Clear would probably be the go-to choice for a lot of people, and then fully packed. Yeah, I'd say it's plausible. I wouldn't say you're insane. I wouldn't say that you've got something wrong with you. I'd say you're certainly looking at the quirky side of it. But I think you could do something with that. It may not necessarily be optimal, I'll say, but you could do it. You could do it. Right, let's crack on with a couple of games. So the idea is we'll probably try and do at least 4 games in Resistance this evening, and then after that we'll probably mix in a Renowned or 2 and a Repulse or 2 if I can. Sean, hello. I might have to take the jacket off. So let's see if we can get the jacket off before we get launched into our first game. Oh. Unfortunately, although a dashing jacket, it is a nightmare to sit down in. It's definitely been built or designed for someone standing up. So yes, we are going into snooker mode, chaps. But we'll get the major badge on show there. Yep, let's get the music up nicely. Get ourselves comfortable. Unfortunately, I am wearing my shoes, so I won't be able to sit as comfortably as I like to, but we should do alright. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear, no one's complained. Let's have a quick look, actually. Left rudder, then bring the map up, and then it goes hard over. Akatsuki, Maya, Tiger 59, Atlantis, Siegfried, KG5, Balavistok, Brandenburg, Missouri. Okay, let's get AP loaded. I'm going to cross the front of this, round the back of that. That's the plan. You have my support, sir. Okie dokie. Let's get the apologies for the microphone background noise. There we go. Okay, KG5, 2 battleships on the far right side. KG5's with the cruiser, so that'll be located in the centre. There she is. Looks like we got some nice speed on her at the moment. Might unbutton the top. I've never been one for a buttoned up shirt. There we go. That's a bit more free. Nevertheless, I'll be starting to replace my computer motherboard, CPU, in round about 20 minutes. Sure. Looking dapper, Major. Just need a bow tie or a queue. I do have a bow tie upstairs. It's a clip-on one though. Tiger 59. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go kiting out. I'm hoping I can get, say, another volley off. Unfortunately, Seafruit does have 15-inch guns, which is slightly precarious. What's the battleship? Brandenburg. Now I know that Tiger kind of struggles to leave the target, so if I can get a bit of distance, it does mean that Tiger's going to struggle to engage. There you go, you can see the Tiger's now overshooting. I think we're going to start making our grand escape. Time to hit the engine boost. Let me hit the repair party. Now this is where we can kind of do something a bit interesting. Okay. Wasn't necessarily expecting the Brandenburg to flank so hard. It would appear that he is looking. Bishka needs to go quiet. Okay. Which one would you like me to shoot? Neptune's beard. Honed into a corner by a couple of tier 7s. Ah well. Oh. Just waiting on my AOI, I believe. I could always get the snooker cue out of the attic, but I'm sure I'm sure that wouldn't be of much assistance. Good range on the torpedoes. Got to think about using them a bit more. Be nice not to get honed into a corner, but I'm not sure where this is going to go. Sweet, minor inconvenience, yes. I mean, we could jump into a repulse game. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just keep things moving. I'm into Renown game. Did I say Renown? I'm not sure. Okay, what we hear? A 4 and 5 game. Completely different. This is the other Tiger in the NP, I guess you could say. Acaster, Fubuki, Konigsberg, Gneisenau, Dallas Tiger, Iron Duke, Ismail, New Mexico. So I think that is one of the things I like about Resistance is the sonar, because I feel the sonar is certainly a lot more worthwhile in comparison to the defensive air fire consumable and the enhanced secondary battery. I think on Renown, because obviously she's Renown 44, the defensive air fire consumable is a bit more of interest, especially considering the increased presence of carriers at tier 5, because lower tier. Ismail, okay. It's going to be interesting to see what the enemy centre does, whether the enemy centre folds over to the left flank or the right flank, because that can almost dictate a bit more on what I'm going to do. New Mexico. By the looks of it, we've got an Iron Duke, and the Ismails even think about coming over here, I kind of feel. But interestingly, Renown actually has more armour as well in comparison to Resistance. Resistance does have better Sigma, which does mean she has a tighter shell grouping. There's the Iron Duke. The Ismail, I think the Ismail is the biggest concern for me at the moment. Ismail's actually quite quick. La Gazinière is actually quite quick. Devonshire's being rather brave, charged in like that. Ooh, there's a sister. And that's on short fuse British AP. Whether the gods of RNG can praise us with another one, that would be much appreciated. stupid. Gneisenau's closing back in. This man in the centre has eyes, possible eyes on us, I guess you say. Oh, we have another cruiser at Dallas.
Main turret critically damaged.
That's on the other you. It's worth a go. Chance, I think we're just going to have to just live with the turret incapacitation. Does look like our left flank is falling apart though. Ah, damn, I've just chose the wrong moment to turn out there. And some of the guys, I almost feel that it's actually worth just starting to apply some pressure. It's how much walkies these shells go.
Fire. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Ideally, I'd like to just take you off the board. Thank you. And then, if I can at least try and do something about this. Oh, good lord.
Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes direct front.
I'd like it if my shells could actually do something a little bit more. I think I am going to have to do something about you, I think. Do I even have a Trento still kicking around as an ally? Yes, I do. Let's see. Nope. Ah. No, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Crew as well. Hello, 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 hello. Boo, resistance, boo, boo. A real revenge class. That would be interesting as a tier 4. There we go, okay. Nope, I don't think that one's going to be a winner either. I found the Griffin shells in the British battlecruisers a bit wayward either. They either that the guns on my ships are not straight. It's quite possible that the crew have been drinking. Let's try resistance one more time. Wait. Let's bump this up a bit. There we go. Let's try that. Yeah, they're supposed to have good dispersion, but yeah, some of them do have bad. They have good dispersion circle, but Sigma's a bit terrible, so the chance of them actually landing close to the centre can be a bit bit nuts, I guess you could say. Recommend just a cheap inflated Queen Elizabeth for the R-Class. Yeah, that's true. Actually, maybe making them tier 4 would actually be a bit overpowered. I mean, imagine having 15-inch guns down at tier 4. But then again, if they made the dispersion god-awful, it could be quite intriguing. Almost like a West Virginia or a Mutsu of tier 5, you could have an R-Class like Revenge of tier 4. Sorry, once we were West Virginia of tier 5, you could have Revenge as the similar style down at tier 4. I think that could be interesting. I think it's not necessarily for a play style. I mean, it's probably going to be a terrible ship, but it would be nice to have that Revenge, because then if you think about it, if we had an R-Class battleship. Got the Queen Elizabeth class, we've got the King George V class, we've got a Hood, we've got the R-Class battle cruisers, and we have Vanguard. You would have a representative of every class of British battleship and battlecruiser that was active during World War II. Now that, I think, is quite an intriguing concept. The Revenge, I'm going to argue with you there, Naraka, about the Revenge class being beautiful. I'm not of the opinion. I kind of feel the R-Class battleships were god-awful and ugly. That acceleration is crazy, yes. But do bear in mind I do have a speed build on this as well, so she can reach pretty interesting top speeds. But yeah, they basically have acceleration mods built in. Tier 5 and 6 games, so maybe we might have stand a bit of a better chance. Although I'll say, note that. Interesting. Let's chuck them out, actually. Let's not forget about them, let's use them. I think that's my trouble. Interesting, I can actually overmatch those. Resistance does have better Sigma than the tech tree versions. Zara. 16-inch shells, this is going to hurt. This is the thing, the acceleration can be quite helpful at ranges. So about... what the hell was the Nagato doing? Okay. Yeah, she's breaking off. She's saying... I'm trying to think of a polite word. But all that comes to mind is four letter words. So she's saying, F this, I'm out. Yep, there she goes, okay. Sonar. Italian cruisers have rather disturbing torpedo ranges. West Virginia, ooh, it's all 16-inch gun battleships. Ooh. Oh, good lord. California's quite wayward out. Okay, we have two 16-inch gun battleships, one 14-inch gun battleship, and an 8-inch gun cruiser on this flank. They're all at quite extensive ranges. Oh, however, we do have assistance. Well, if we're going in, chaps, I'm all aboard. Engine room, make best speed. Gunnery, if you could please wrap up the Jap, that would be much obliged. If not, sunny fourth. There's those Italian torpedoes. If we could wrap up the Japanese 16-inch guns, what's that closing in? 13.5-inch guns of the French Navy. Okie dokie. Yeah, we've got so many ships over here. We need to actually put some pressure and get moving. Otherwise, we're just going to get cornered and then picked off one by one. So let's lead the charge. Really got to watch ourselves against the French, but we should be okay. For now. The French are making me rather uncomfortable. Okay, the Japanese are gone. California. Oh no, this will really overmatch those. There you go, straight through. Potentially a cruiser. More cruisers. The Italians. West Virginia's overlooking us. Interesting. Americans overlooking us too. Now that's going to be the French. Ooh. I kind of want to get rid of the West Virginia. Please be enough to wrap her up. Nice, okay. That means I can kind of start getting a decent angle in here. Just going to have to watch myself against the Italians. Oh, double fire. I'll have to get that sonar on shortly. Oh, okay, someone got us. I think the French have got us in a bit of a... Italians, I should say. That's all, folks. Atlanta. Engaging Sulu. Yeah, Resistance isn't going to have the same ability as Hood does to do those kind of thunder runs. Resistance has the best torpedo armament and most accurate guns within the line. That's her selling point and not the armour. That is very true. That's very true. I should comment, I am only briefly skimming the chat almost in between games. Resistance has a 60k torp salvo per side. Yes, 50. Yeah. Yeah. If you can get more to hit. Tiger is 20. Yeah, going down to it. Will was asking about what got you guys into World Warships. Crib's already answered, and it's a bit more of a grown-up game when released in comparison to World of Tanks. I think that is probably quite a true comment. I think a lot of people refer to World of Warships as the old man's shooter game. I mean, for God's sake, I'm here streaming in a shirt and waistcoat. But for me, I think I've always had a thing for naval games. I mean, when I was younger, I played Naval Ops Warship Gunner on PlayStation 2, always wanted to have another console game to play World War II style naval combat on. And when World Warships was released on PC back in the day, that piqued my interest. That was 2016, I believe. However, at the time, I didn't really have an opportunity to really make the jump into PC gaming. I still don't really have the the desire to jump into PC gaming. However, when World of Warships Legends was announced as a console version of the game, that is where I then that's when I kind of jumped on board in the second beta, and I've been here ever since. And my time as a CC has come and gone, I guess you could say. And nowadays I stream once a week because I enjoy streaming, and I enjoy interacting with the community, and I assume the community enjoys interacting with me. Otherwise, why are you here? Because it's not for my witty sense of humour, I must say. Oh, we have a Gorky on our team. Gorky's tier 5, just based on the tier 4 chassis, isn't she? But yeah, so I've always had an interest in World War II ever since a very young age. I remember watching black and white war films in the early morning when my parents were either at work or looking after my younger sister at the time. And yeah, it's just been a thing that's just always been there. I've always been interested in military history, always interested in World War II history, naval, air, and land, air, and sea, I guess you could say. And yeah, I mean, before World Warships Legends, I was playing Battlefield 5, although Battlefield 5 died very quickly, and I still would like a nice first-person World War II shooter. I mean, I have dabbled in Enlisted, and I do like Enlisted, but at the same time, it's not quite there for me, I guess you could say. I've always been tempted by things like Hell Let Loose as well. I know that did come out on console, but oh, okay, nice. The Atlanta's doing quite nicely, is he? He's got 2 kills. Although his days aren't going to be numbered, I believe. He might be able to bag himself another one. Good show, jolly good show. However, with only 5,000 HP left, 2 enemy cruisers and 1 battleship, there's the battleship. I think the Atlanta's days are numbered. Crip, when I was in my 20s, World of Tanks was the most hyped thing. But now I'm 35, was 31 when Legends came out. It was the perfect solution to my gaming needs, and was happy to leave the youngsters behind. Yeah, well, also I think World of Tanks console has had some ups and some downs. There we go, there's the Atlanta. We'll have to have a quick look at the score of not just this game, but our previous Resistance game. 70k, okay, second on the team. Alright, maybe Thunder running wasn't such a bad idea. Let's have a quick look at the previous Resistance game. Again, defeat. We're not having a good evening. Yeah, that wasn't such a good game. But we did get cornered and I guess massacred by a 15-inch gun cruiser, a 11-inch gun battleship. Is Brandenburg 11-inch guns? think so. And then also the a Tiger 59. So that was being put in the corner and smacked about, I guess you could say. Let's have a look what we got ourselves into here. This is a 5-in-6 game. Okay. Yukazi. That could be very dangerous. Z39, not so dangerous. Brandenburg division with the Colorado. A failed division, they've managed to get away with it. Atlanta, that's a lot of HE that's going to soak up into my superstructure. California, Sinop, Nagato. Oh, 3 16-inch gun battleships, 1 15-inch gun battleship, 1 14-inch gun battleship, 2 6-inch gun cruisers. I think, interestingly, doesn't Hood have less superstructure to absorb high explosives damage? Do wonder. Did anyone try out the tier 8 ranked yet? I'm not starting the game due to my fear of God, this is the thing. There's a bleeding heart in the way of my chat now. So something in Musashi Fest, yeah. I can imagine it being in Musashi Fest. Yeah, for some reason it looks like YouTube's now put this react button on my live stream chats. And for some reason I can see it. I don't know why I want to see it. But it is there, so I think you can all spam hearts and things like that and make it all look pretty. Oh. Oh, you got that right. First citizen of the game. And also, it would appear that we're going to have a Gneisenau trying to flex on this. Just judging by the last known position, he was kind of turning in to go around the island. There we go. He's gone broadside on.
Engine boost activated. Fire.
Interesting, you peek out from behind the island and then you tuck yourself back in behind it. God, the Ikazi's just thunder runned up the middle. Oh, you would now pop out, wouldn't you? Any second now, then I'm sure the enemy Atlanta will start shooting. There it is. Just a little dabble. So we can repair up a bit. It's a very standoff game.
Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, Colorado. Great. That's going to be the Ghazi in the centre. Oh goody. Sonar on then. Before we get slapped by some torpedoes that do 20,000 damage. Very much does feel like, how do you want to die? Quick, until the new commander comes, I have Madden on the helm, running with scissors and using ships as a fast flankers. Assault ships plus 20% AP damage on these guns is 2 OP. Straight through. Short fuse, British AP. Still goes straight through the side of a cruiser. And out the other side. Straight through again. And then surround. God Lord. And this is one the ship with probably some of the best signal. Go on. It'll be a Pitterdale. Nope. Ironically, there are still 2 battleships and the cruiser tucked in away somewhere. So that's going to be a California over at Alpha. Are they any good?
Engine boost activated.
Ah, Colorado's gone there. not really too sure.
Problem solved, sir.
Out there should do, but it is a very thinly armoured cruiser. Or perhaps not. Oh, hello. If I recall, you've already fired your torpedoes, sir. Well, if I had any doubt, I don't anymore. Let's see. Stick those there. And let's see what happens. We do that. Some bounces.
Engine boost deactivated.
Likely some more torpedoes from you, sir, I believe. That's not how this game's supposed to be. Has to go. Oh, our team depends upon me. This is not going to go too well. Oh, at least I had a bit of fun. Managed to get up to 136. I'm gonna have to confess, I haven't played this map now a few times, or at this like scale. I don't necessarily like it down at this level. But yeah, this is going to be a case of, can I kill anything before I get killed by a Yukazi, I do feel. Oh good, California. Oh, Z39, well we might as well. Z39 is kind of slow, but... And there's a Colorado. Yeah. There's the Yukazi. There we go, what do I say? Well, I think we're dead anyway. Can we perhaps... No. Is the answer? We all know Gneisenau would have won in real life. You can't say that, M Champion, when you consider that Scharnhorst and Gneisenau both ran from Renown. Okay, another glorious defeat, it would appear. We're on to a roll this evening. Aim a bit higher, Major. Superstructure and up about for Mac. Yeah, no, I do try. I had to turn off the voices because my wife always thought that I'm watching something instead of gaming. Oh no. Oh, with the Azure lane, yeah. McMahon, I've skipped the most recent seasons of Ranked. Normally I would be ranking up, but after the run of Arena last update, I need a break. Well, if we're talking about ranked, I might as well blow my own trumpet because this never happens. Ranked, yep. I managed to complete season 44 with a 100% win rate. That never happens. Like, okay, so like 67. That's not completed, okay, so ignore that. 88, that's new, got 70, 84, 86, 78, 68, 84, Okay, like 89, right. Well, I could keep going back. But rarely, I've never completed it with 100% win rate. So I was feeling rather smug last weekend, I think, when I finally completed ranked. Yeah. Brown chain flex. It'd be nice to get a win. It would be nice. So far, we're on 4 losses in a row. And we're slowly getting used to this ship, but unfortunately, we're not able to carry enough for the win. 6 and 7 game. Benson, Hipper, Cleveland, Baltimore, Fuso, not Fluzo. Poltava, Nagato, KG5 and a Hawk. This map might be a bit better. Suzuya, you're probably going to go hide behind the island. Just wondering if on resistance, if the torpedoes are above water or below. They're modelled as above. Might have to investigate in port to see if they should be above or below water. Let's go behind the island. It's not worth getting pinned in front of it. It's almost too quiet on this flank. Poltava. KG5. Oh no, I needed eyes on her. I'm just going to have to do this by guesswork then. Come on, guns.
Engine boost activated.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just the KG5 here. Oh, we are pushing. We are pushing then. She might, yeah, she's going to fire HE. Yeah, with the Poltava gone and the enemy DD gone, it's time to push. We've got full control on this flank. The enemy centre's folded over to the other flank. And I'm assuming that maybe there was a cruiser that spawned with this these two battleships, and they've just folded over. Okay, you're reversing quite viciously, are you? You're still reversing. I'd like to get the cap. That would be nice. And maybe not the turrets, and hoping that I can kind of get through the bow. That was enough. I'm going to get reset though. I'm just going to damage con the fire because I'm hoping I can drop off detectability. That is enough. Okay, I'm just going to hold up here, grab the cap, and then we're going to push around the rear of the enemy and see if we can engage these cruisers from a distance. Give me a like it's given. Hello. Play a Russian battleship major. I would, unfortunately. This stream is designated to this ship, so perhaps next time. Perhaps next time. I'm sure we could take the Sinop or the Vladivostok out if you're about next time. Out of curiosity, where did you acquire the Captain's Coat Major? There's a, I guess a UK company called History Bunker, and they tailor make them for you. You just have to provide your size. The father-in-law does historical reenactment stuff, and so he put me in contact with some good places. Major, what's the occasion? You're looking smart. Well, I thought I'd cosplay as the Major for this evening. Lovely dramatic entrance at the start of the stream. If you want to rewind. I hate it when it's too quiet on the flank. It makes me uneasy. Yes, that is very true. Hoping now we can apply some pressure. Now we've got the cap. There's one battleship, there's two battleships left. Hawk and something else. Well, it's not the Fuso. In fact, it would be kind of nice to wrap the Fuso up, but we can't. There's a great big mountain in the way. Enemy cruiser spotted. Hawk is in visual range. Fuso gone. Baltimore. An awkward devil to engage. Some guards. Interesting. And you're taking all the advantage of having a decent bow armour, and you're throwing it away by doing that. Oh, this could hurt. It would appear that I am everyone's best friend right now. Cleveland, Baltimore, Hawk. It would be nice if friendlies could apply a bit of pressure. Sonar's probably useless, but we're going to turn it on anyway. Moral support and all that. Being a bit brave here, but we're going to go for it. Just getting shells away, getting a citadel, and here comes the glorious torpedoes. 60k damage. Boop, 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 boop. Oh god. Oh, I rewind it. Oh god, Kim is here. He really, I can't really. This new heart thing is getting on my nerves. There's no way I can not have that on my own. Not really. This is a slight nuisance. Okay, that's better. Okay. Oh god. Okay, finally a victory. 4 kills. Nice. Okay. Feeling good now. Feeling better about resistance. Nice little ambush crit at that time as well, taking out the Poltava. Just open up these containers. What's in them? Nothing much. Okie dokie. Might as well have a look at this Royal Duties. We got to shoot down 2 aircraft. Alright, well, that'll happen eventually. Let's see. How many games have we done? We have done 4 games in Resistance, 1 game in Renown. We got about 45 minutes of streaming left. Let's do 1 more Resistance game. And then, yeah, we'll do a Russian battleship then for the Swede. And then maybe we'll do Hood. Do like a good Hood game. Sad we didn't get Queen Mary. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. I would have thought they would have. I can see no harm in them having Queen Mary. Like I don't see any disadvantage to having it. Like it just adds another step in the tech tree, but at tier 3. Whether Queen Mary might come as a premium in future, maybe. At the end of the day, by not including her in the tech tree, is just like including 1 less ship for no real reason. Let's have a look at the game while we're doing the hard turn. Kagero, Z23, Riga, Congress, Resistance, Atlantico, Z10, Richelieu, Lexington. Our first carrier game. Kazuki. We are on the carrier flank. So, good news is we have aircraft. The bad news is I am the biggest ship on this flank. So I'm going to get shot up by 3 enemy vessels. Which I'm not exactly looking forward to. Look around. More than likely we will see Queen Mary and Indefatigable as premiums. I think we're going to play this at range against the Atlantico. I don't see any advantage just charging into our death against a secondary build battleship. We just need eyes on. I love shredding planes with my Rook. I have watched both of your recent Rook videos, Narco. It's interesting to see someone like her, because obviously I've heard other things. It certainly intrigues me in picking her up at some point. I would like eyes, please. For some reason, I'm detected. Well, let's just chuck these out, you never know. Let's just turn this on as well. I am now radar? Not really too sure what that could be. Please be good. Not enough.
Main turret critically damaged.
What do we have? We have a Congress person on us. Okay, Couture guns, that side. Let's go. Okay, now no one's got eyes on me. That's interesting. This is the very things I was concerned about. Just watching the shells go all walkies. Ironically, the enemy is so transfixed on pressing up here. Lexington, wasn't it? Could do. Unfortunately, life is cruel. No. Some regards, I'm thinking I'm gonna die here. Straight into the irons. Well, that's all, folks. The joys of carrier games. Renown is great. Renown is great. Some guys, I do wonder if that thing will get nerfed, because obviously her bow plating is very good for the tier. And guns are good for the tier. She has torpedoes, good AA, good speed. She's got a lot of things going for her, and for a tech tree ship, it's not normally allowed. So some guys, a Renown nerf could be on the cards, I feel. Look around, my fastest clear skies was earned in less than 5 minutes in a Salem. Oh god, why'd they do that? Where am I going with this? No, okay, you watched. Oh, thank you. That's so worse. Dropped a thumbs up and all that lovely jazz as well. Max is 35 planes in the Rook. Nice. Narco's got 42 aircraft shot down. Right. Let's take out something Russian and just for the Swede. I'm not really expecting too much out of that game, so we can mix it up. Yes, I know it says resistance in the title, but shh. What do we want? What do you want to see? I didn't even know I had the Poltava. Sinop. Let's do Sinop. Let's remind ourselves. Typical bow, icebreaker, great big chunky citadel, 16-inch guns. God, this is going to be a first in a long time. Let's do it. Don't jump here. Not that anyone asked, but I wanted to let you guys know I'm healing up from my stroke. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I've been meaning to ask. It's been a rough time, but I'm getting back to normal. Hope all the fellas are doing well in all aspects. Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear you're getting better. Champion to Zulukalu, and yeah, I hope everything's on the mend. No, Major, don't say that, man. Renown is perfectly fine and nothing wrong with her. Look, man, it was a Shikuku that kept wasting their planes trying to hit me, but they still couldn't do that. Actually, I guess just because of the M Champions comment, I guess. About time, maybe I did some kind of personal news, I guess you could say. So, as some of you who have been following the channel in the past, at least over a year, you'll know that me and the wife have been going through our IVF journey, our journey in order to try and create mini majors, and we recently had our third round, and it is unfortunate that I have to report that we have for the third time been unsuccessful, and unfortunately that means our IVF journey has come to an end. So our journey for mini majors has in the current time come to the end. So now we start our path onto alternatives, I guess you could say. And so yeah, so that's the kind of a little bit of an update on that, because at the end of the day, I've been very open about our IVF journey. I guess you say I've been very open about it, not just on the channel, but also with colleagues and things like that. It's been my way of kind of like of dealing with it, and also I think sometimes it's worth sharing the journey, because you never know. Like I know that some others of you who have been in the chat have also had your own IVF journey, I guess you could say, and so knowing that there's others who've been through it as well has been reassuring, and yeah. But yeah, so I guess a little bit of bad news, I guess you could say. But whatever will be, will be. That's always been my position on it. So yeah, we're dealing with it. That's probably one of the reasons why obviously I haven't streamed so much this week. Is this is the week that we kind of found out the journey had come to an end. But yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So sorry to bring a dampener down on everything. But other than that, we're all well. We're all fine, and we're dealing with it. Yeah, we're really looking forward to our next journey, I guess you could say. More news forthcoming, I guess you could say, eventually. Let me focus on this a little bit. I'll have to bring the nose in and start backing up. Many thanks, Mega Man. Yeah, many thanks, Sizzle. Many thanks. Criv, we had to get a dog. That's how we deal with it. Yeah. No, I think me and the wife are still in early discussions, I guess you say. But it does seem that our next journey will likely be the adoption journey, I guess you could say. So yeah, that. I mean, it's a while. It's going to be a while off, but that is probably likely going to be our next journey. Oh, there goes the Jervis. Flounder. Yeah. So I do keep telling the wife we could always just be rich and happy, but she she doesn't like that idea. What if I get another 2 turrets on the Amalfi? Because I know the Amalfi can't really resist 16-inch guns, especially at this range where she's a bit of a disadvantage. She's not going to be able to dodge them. Ah. Not necessarily overly keen that I'm the sole survivor over here at the moment. We should be able to get that turret away. No, many thanks, Narco. Yes, yeah, very, very true. As one door closes, another one opens. And Champion, I had a good friend who had to adopt, and to see what it meant to those kids was very enlightening. Hope it all goes well, Major. Many thanks, many thanks. I can see him holding stuff is like a dormant like volcano. You don't. Oh, holding on to stuff. Yeah, holding things in, bottling it up is like holding on to a dormant volcano. Yes, very true. It's not really good for you mentally. Things like that. I aimed a bit high because he's turning out. We should be able to apply some pressure here. Shame this thing's so slow. Yeah, or better out than in. Not necessarily too sure what this Flander's doing. Is he going to try a drive-by? In some regards, I almost think he might. Let's get an aircraft up. Now he's breaking off. He's going to have the speed advantage on this one. So because we're playing other ships, HMS G-Wagon, oh, go on then. Let's aim for the belt. 6k. Major Jervis, I need help. Somehow Jervis doesn't click for me. If this game's over and done with quick, maybe we can do a G-Wagon and a Jervis then. Oh, that's going to be for the nose. She is aiming for the nose. Okay. She probably has faster reload than me, I bet. Let's get the captain off. Yeah, Jervis. I mean, she's definitely my preferred British Tier 6 destroyer. It's always trying to remember that rear turret 360. That means she's quite nice kiting on the bow, which can kind of help with her engagements. She's definitely lacking in the torpedo department. You still have 10 torpedoes, but they are the same torpedoes as the Icarus, and you're a tier higher. So those 8-kilometer torpedoes can put you at a bit of a disadvantage. Also, she hasn't got the greatest hit pool, and it's where the lacking speed of the British DDs starts to be really felt, I guess you could say. So yeah, I think Jervis is definitely the funny one in the tech tree, because Icarus is really nice, really like it. Lightning, really good destroyer, probably one of the top of the tier. But Jervis, it's kind of, I think it's because it's in between the two. You're not quite a Lightning yet, but you're not that much better than a Jervis. However, you're still expected to have to engage Tier 7 destroyers. So yeah, I can see why the Jervis may not necessarily mesh. And these Soviet guns are so disappointing sometimes. They can be, yeah. I'm trying. My man recommended I get on a YouTube chat and harass the British. I That's certainly one way to heal up. Somehow I always sunk to in a French BB straight away. Somehow I closed the black hole on my French battleships, yeah. I mean, when you said there was Jean Bar, Richelieu, Las Flandre or Bourgogne, I did once and straight up run to the Lottery 110. Crew had sided Richie with Rook. It says there was a Richie with Rook through the deck with high explosives. Interesting. Oh god. This is why I like battle cruisers, because battleships just feel so slow. We're going to cap out on points before I can even get to the Megami. This is why sometimes I wish there was like a scuttle your ship, because I kind of know my team was going to win, but I'm not going to make it all the way over there. So there we go. I'd rather scuttle my ship and then jump into a Jervis. It was definitely a yeah. Oh well, very nice. We've done some things with the campaign. Jervis. British. Tier 6. That's not British, that's Russian. There we go, that's better. Yeah, Jervis. Typical commander build for me, Vane. I completely forgot I went for this crazy build. I've gone all out HP. I don't even remember doing this. Okay, well, this is my new commander build, all out HP. Torpedo speed, detectability, perceptive smoke, and unstoppable. I think what I was feeling, I think I started to feel the HP of the British destroyers was kind of like not as. I think since there's been more destroyers added to the game, the British destroyers have kind of felt a bit power crept. And therefore, what I did was I tried to. One of their disadvantages is their HP, so I've got to max out their HP on this one. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Yeah, it's a shame they took acceleration mods away. Okay, let's go with this. Don't forget, Pan-Asian cruiser Sax. Sax is here. Good lord, hello, hello, hello. Major's true love is German DDs. Don't let him fool you. Now, when German destroyers first came out, I very much did like them. Although I think I played the hell out of them, and then I kind of came to understand their weaknesses, I guess you could say. Their poor manoeuvrability always kind of affected them. Anyway, good to see you, Solid Sax. Good to see you. Good to see you, Sean. Oh, many thanks, Sean. I know how much it takes to go through each try. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I think we decided that we've come to the end of that journey. The wife just doesn't want to have to go through the cycles again, because we've used all our embryos now, and that means we'd have to go collect more, and the amount of drugs and injections and what she has to put her body through physically, and then also what she has to go through mentally, it just adds up, and she's just gone, no, she's done with it. Do I even need to do that with the Jervis AA range 2.5? No, I'm going to be spotted before my guns even open up. Engine mod, a bit of a weaker version, are built into the RN ships. I do know that. But when the British DDs first came to the game, I quiver. I'm sure you know. I'm not teaching you to suck eggs. I'm more saying this vaguely for people who are new to the game. But yeah, when they first were added to the game, the British destroyers used to come where you could add propulsion mods onto them, and it just made them really nippy, I guess you say. That was really nice. Okay, normally I'd go. I think the Megami's chucked torpedoes in, which means I'm expecting Japanese torpedoes to come cruising in this way. RDF, if the RDF continues to chase the Megami, I know there's no destroyer around here somewhere. Yeah, okay, there's the Japanese torpedoes, as expected. There should be 2 lots of them, I think. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here, dashing across. I could put sonar on, but I kind of want to hold on to my sonar. But yeah, we can definitely expect another volley of Japanese torpedoes to come thundering through that gap. We've got the Cap Akatsuki. Both enemy DDs are located over at the Charlie objective. Let's see if we can angle us back. Aim for Bravo. We might lose spotting. What's the cruiser? It's a Flint. Oh, okay. That makes sense, because I think I saw an Atlanta. Royal Navy Italia or Royal Navy British? This is in regards to Narco. Yeah, I know Wargaming corrected their mistake. Royal Navy, yeah, not Regia Marina, yeah. I'm going to say the enemy's strong arm in the Charlie objective. Oh. Oh, Neptune's beard.
Smoke generator activated.
Come on. Turn the AA off.
Smoke screen set.
Put sonar on. Okay. Half expecting her to try and blind torp my smoke screen, but she decided not to. Interesting. Okay, it looks like the Charlie flank's entirely collapsing. Oh, there's torpedoes! Oh, come on, this is where that engine... Oh, God's sake. Just random torps chucked up by... Oh, hello. Great. I'm going to have to engage you. What are you? You're Japanese. Okay, let's try and do this. Come on. Hit that.
Torpedoes direct front. Smoke screen set.
Come on. Summers. That's awkward. I've only got a minute left. I'm not falling for that. Fortunately, Summers is not falling for it too. I'd like to pursue. Don't think I can. A little bit backwards would be nice. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's too much for me to try and engage the Summer. Yep, good thing I moved. Fire. No, I need out of here. Is there any radar? Talon. Okay, great. See if I can pursue after the KG-5 and the Bismarck. I'd like to escape, please. Yep, that's what I'm coming out here for. Where I'm going to just chuck a few torps out on the Georgia while I'm doing it. That might not happen. Let's just chuck one there, one there, one there. Oh, let's do 5. Then let's get some torpedoes out on the Bismarck as sharpish as I can. Three smoke screens left. Georgia flexing in. How are you gonna... You're all clear. Okay. Pretty sure that torpedo scraped your paint from that Japanese deal. Oh, Bismarck's turning in. "56 seconds left." Got no idea. Complete blind torp. I suspect it's all going to go behind. Yeah, he's moving. Yeah. Unless he does something stupid. Nah. Not much we can do about that. Ugh. Russian Marine. Russian Marines are knock off the Royal Navy. Don't see that around any Italians. Griff, I normally call the British destroyers sonar with sonar war hacks. Yeah. The Mechanic did earn a cracking in the Orkan, killed Trento with AP, Akatsuki, Icarus, Rook, and Tennessee. Very nice. I thought everything started off with Dreadnought, yeah. Mechanic had the game in the Implacable earlier this week. 2 kills, 121k damage, and high caliber and Confederate medals. Still lost. Yeah, that sounds pretty normal. Right, where are we? We've got 10 minutes until I probably should call the end of the stream. There was a G-Wagon request, wasn't there? Let's do it. Let's get a Gneisenau game in. And then I will have to call it an end of the stream. Let's go. Let's get a Gneisenau in. And then, yeah, hopefully call the stream sometime between 21:30 and 21:35 hours. I don't have time for the Oklahoma. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Unfortunately, I am pretty restricted by my time because I have to get all the stream stuff put away before the wife gets home. Also, I need to get out of this waistcoat. Like, at the moment, I'm in suit shoes, suit trousers, a white shirt, black waistcoat. I mean, if you think I'm strange for doing this, I'm pretty sure the wife is going to think I'm very strange if she comes home from work and I'm all suited up. She'll wonder if I've been down the local snooker club or something. Boo! Oh, I can't. Benson, Algeria, New Orleans, Prince Eugen, Colorado, Vittorio Veneto, Bismarck, Tirpitz, Georgia. Interesting. But enjoying. Even the shoes, such commitment. Yeah, I can't get him on. I can't get him on camera, can I? Just there you go, shoes. Major does have legs. Because normally I stream in my slippers. I'm sure, to be honest, I'm sure you expect that. Like, but yeah, I thought I'd get the shoes out because get the good clip clop of the shoes, I guess you could say. Major watched too much Peaky Blinders. Interesting, mate. No, I haven't watched any Peaky Blinders. I guess you could say I just watched too many black and white war films. Well, you know what? I should have just not bothered shooting at New Orleans because the Kansas has just blapped it. What's next? The Bismarck. Gneisenau versus Bismarck. Oh, there's also a destroyer over here. Probably the... yeah, but it could be Vittorio Veneto. Could be Vittorio Veneto, but it's likely to be the Benson. Is the Benson. There's some torpedoes. There's some more torpedoes, which I think we can just about wiggle around. There's a Tirpitz, there's a Bismarck. There goes the Bismarck. Did I only fire one gun at you? Yeah, I did. Okay, you can have another one. I have another one as well. Not necessarily the right nation for us to be playing I Vow to Leave My Country, but we're gonna go for it. Come on. Interesting. There we go. stripping those. 66k though. We've still got a fire on the Torpedoes. Yeah, a nice little 71k. And with 5 minutes to spare, we're going to call it the end of the stream. In fact, just because I really like this song, it's going on repeat. There we go. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this Friday night stream, which started off with Resistance, talking about Resistance and playing a few games in Resistance. I don't think Resistance is bad. I think for me the jury's still out on her. Like, I love Hood, so and going up against Resistance, it's hard to say. Resistance feels a lot more squishy than Hood because of that bow plating, because of that massive superstructure. The Torpedoes are nice, it's just remembering to use them. Hood is almost just as squishy. Just Hood has the better bow armor. Hood's also got more guns. But there we go. Major's Crocs years will come. I hope not. I think I'll be a slipper man for life. Oh. I see if I just catch at the show. As long as it's not Crocs. No. I mean, they're more like parade shoes. Let me take off one of the shoes. Admittedly, I haven't polished these since my wedding, which was 5 years ago. So they're not as parade gloss shine as they used to be. Well, they still got a decent shine on them. But yeah, I used to be in the cadets when I was a young man, and therefore I know how to polish a parade shoe to an exquisite standard, using cotton wool and water and melting your polish with a hot spoon and applying it to your shoe. Yes, I pretty much spent a day polishing shoes, all my shoes, before my wedding. It was very therapeutic and took my nerves off things. But yeah, they're not as shiny as the wedding day. Wedding day they were very, very shiny. For a long time I didn't realise Crocs were for civil use. I thought it was a special nurse hospital thing. Well, many thanks to everyone who has come along. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like and subscribe and all that lovely jazz. And also thank you to everyone who's commented in the chat. At the end of the day, these streams are... Obviously, it's about playing World of Warships, discussing World of Warships, but also it's about interacting with the chat, interacting with you guys. Without you lot, it would just be me sat here talking a load of dribble, or even sat here in silence. So your support, your contribution, I guess you say, your contribution to this stream. At the end of the day, this stream isn't about me, it's also about you. And so having you come along and in interacting, obviously, that's what I love. That's what I love to do. So I'm well, thank you. Ooh, moving the companion along, aren't we? Very much. Right, there we go. So, going through the chat, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has commented, which includes Sean Whitling, M Champion, Mecha Man, The Name That Was Eternal, The Swede, Will 5101, Stupefy 101, lots of 101s there. Let's see, who else do we have popped by? Nariko, I remember seeing Salty Sax and Kriv as well. Let's see who else do we have? Randy Chang, Kim Mike X Gaming, Jeff Dave, Sean Whitling. If you want to shout out, quickly comment now. That's the best trick. I think that's most people. That's most people who commented this evening. If I have missed your name, I do apologise. It's not intentional. It's just simply I haven't spotted it while I quickly skim through. And also, you have to bear in mind that YouTube doesn't show me the whole chat at the end. Unfortunately, it only shows me like the past 100 or 200 comments, I guess you could say. And if you watched and you didn't comment in the chat, thank you as well. Thank you. Well, look after yourselves. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Have a happy Friday if it's still Friday. Enjoy your weekend if you're already in the future on the other side of the world. Stay safe and stay well. And until next time, I'm the Gallifrey Major. Hey, Major. Oh, we'll suit up, shall we, for the end? Oh. There we go. Won't button it entirely up. There we go. We're buttoning it all the way up. Might as well. We've already gone for the effort of doing the front buttons. Do the belt buttons as well. Take the glasses off. Helmet on, chaps. Wouldn't want to fight Jerry without a tin hat. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Look after yourselves. Until next time on the Gulf Major. Back to the port.
This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic,